So hey, what's up you guys? My name is megannprosser and today we have a story time video. Oh my lord, do we have a story time. I never in my life thought that I would be like a story time type of person, but we have a story time today, so it's gonna happen. Okay, so story time for today is I got bit by a dog. Not just like I got bit and whatever. It was like I freaking got bit and then everything that could have gone wrong went wrong. So I work in a pet chain store. I'm not gonna say which store it is. I don't want to give away that much. But I basically work in a store that's like Petco, PetSmart, like Pet Values. I work in one of those pet stores. I was working the register and my first customer at the register of the day comes up. She has a huge German Shepherd. Like, I have never seen a German Shepherd this big. And that was the first thing I was like, that's a big dog. And she was like, yeah, he's big. He just turned a year old. And I was like, oh my God. Like, if I had to guess, that dog had to be like 90 pounds. Like, he was a big German Shepherd. So the dog is actually just going insane. Like, the woman is like holding him and she's like, stop it, stop it. Let's say the dog's name is Max. She was like, Max, calm down, Max. And this dog was going crazy. It was like circling and it kept jumping up on top of like the register. And like, it was like its nose was like up to here on me when it would jump up. It was so freaking tall. And it was like, and I was like, oh my God. I was like, okay. I was like, so like just doing the register, trying to get her out of the store. Then the dog pees. The dog pees like 2 gallons of water. It was the most pee I have ever seen come out of a dog freaking ever. It peed so much. And again, I'm just like, no, like, don't worry about it. Like, it's fine. Like, it happens. It happens all the time. Like, we'll just mop it up, blah, blah. So everything's going good. We're getting towards the end. And she got a tag for her dog to get engraved. So I had to lead her over to the tag engraving site so that she can get it engraved, obviously. And it's kind of hard to like figure it out, so I always go over with customers to show them how you do the do. As I was walking around the register, and this is where I have to stand up to show you guys what happened. Okay, so as I was walking around the register, we're just gonna pretend that this thing is the dog. I did not even go to say hello to this dog. I didn't put my hand out or anything. And the dog got me. So this is what happened. I came around the register, and the way I came around, the dog was right in front of me like this. So I had to like go around him, you know? So he was staring at me, and all I did was I did not put my hand out. I said, hi puppy, and went like this. No hand went out. I just went, hi puppy, went around, and he bit my hand, literally bit my hand. I have one photo of it from like the first day I got it, but that was after like they already like got it all figured out. But yeah, so he bit my hand, and it was the strangest thing that has ever happened to me, and I'll tell you why in 1 second. Okay, hi. So he bit my hand, and it did not feel like he bit my hand. It felt like somebody just like smacked me hard, or like with like I don't know. It honestly felt like his tooth just like tapped me, and that was it. But I thought what happened was that he got my hand in his mouth and like twisted it, and my hand felt like it was broken. I was like, this dog just broke my hand. I was convinced. I was like, he just broke my hand. But I did not think, I don't know what was going on, but I did not think at all that he bit into it. I just thought he held onto it and twisted it. So I was just like, ow. And the lady was like, bad dog, bad dog. And at this point, she didn't realize that the dog had actually bitten me. So I was just like holding my hand, and I was just like, and I started like backing up, and I was just like, nah, this hurts. And she was like, oh my God, did he bite you? And I was like, and at this time I was only looking at the back side of my hand, and I was like, yeah, he bit me. But the back side of my hand, again, I'll add in a photo, just has like a little tiny scratch on it. So I did not think that it was bad. I was just like, yeah, a little bit. And she was like, oh my God. She was like, let me go put him in the car. Like, go over there. I'm gonna go put him in the car. And I was like, okay. So she put him in the car, and I started just like walking around the store. Not like far, obviously. I just kind of like walked like 2 steps forward, and one of my coworkers was there, and I was like, that dog just bit me. And she was like, that German Shepherd? And I was like, yeah, it bit me. And she was like, oh my God, what are you doing? She was like, get in the office, we have to go tell our manager. And I was like, no, 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 look. I was like, it's not bad. I was like, it's just a scratch. And then she flips my hand over, and that's like the side where his tooth actually just like shoved it in there, and that's the side where like she flipped my hand over and it was pouring blood down my hand. I don't know how I didn't feel this. I was just like, I just got bit. And she was like, Jesus Christ, Megan. She was like, we have to go to the office. So we start like rushing over to the office, and my manager's in there speaking to another manager with the door closed. My coworker is knocking on the door. The manager opens the door and she's like, what? Like, what's happening? And she was like, Megan just got bit. And I was like, I got bit. So my manager then was like, oh my God, like get in here. And I was like, okay, like I was just completely in shock, like, and my hand hurt so bad. It just felt like I broke my hand. That's all I can describe it as. It just felt like my hand was broken. So I get into the office and I sit down, and they're all like, they get the med kit out and they're like wiping my hand away. They're like trying to get it to stop bleeding because it's bleeding so much. And I'm sitting in there and everybody's just like rushing around me, and personally I think that I had like an anxiety attack or something, and that's also what my manager thinks. She just think I went into shock. But all of a sudden I was like about to faint. I was like sweating so much, and you know when you get up too fast and you see like blotches, I was seeing all these blotches, and my hand is up like this and I'm sitting literally back like this, and I was like, is it normal to feel like I'm gonna faint? And my manager was like, totally normal, don't worry, that's fine, totally normal reaction. And I was like, I feel like I'm gonna faint right now. And she was like, it's okay, don't worry, you're fine, you're fine. And I was like, okay. And then like literally a second later I was like, no, I have to get on the floor. I also felt like I was gonna throw up. Like I was convinced I was gonna end up throwing up everywhere. So I was just like, no, like I was like, we gotta get on the floor, like I'm gonna faint. So my poor manager, she's holding my hand shut, so she has to get on the floor with me. I felt so bad. I just like got on the floor. We're laying down. She's sitting on the floor. I'm like laying against a filing cabinet, and I just remember feeling the cold of the filing cabinet. It felt so good because I was so hot, and I was just like, my eyes were just closed. And I just remember feeling like I was gonna throw up, and then it kind of like went out. Then I just kind of like don't remember exactly what happened. The next thing I remember is my manager saying, sugar, get her sugar, she needs sugar, blah, blah, blah. And my manager's so funny. She's going, she needs a vegan snack, get her a vegan snack, she's vegan. And in my mind, I kept saying, like, I don't care if it's vegan, like, please just get me anything. Like, I knew that once I ate, I would feel so much better. So my coworker runs to the break room and she starts getting snacks, and obviously I was like dying in the other room, but she told me afterwards, so funny, she got like she got like 3 different snacks from the vending machine, and every single time it dropped she would read and they wouldn't be vegan. So she just gave up and she came back and she was like, I can't get anything vegan. And then by then I was already eating Oreos from my boss's lunchbox. She had Oreos in there and she was like feeding them to me. And oh my gosh, when I ate that first Oreo, I felt so much better. I just felt so much better. I was like, I ate the Oreo, then I had another Oreo, and with my mouth filled with Oreo, thank God they were vanilla Oreos, because if they were chocolate, I would look so freaking disgusting. But with vanilla Oreo in my mouth, I was like, how about some water? My manager was like, all right, I have a water bottle in my lunchbox, somebody get the water bottle. And they gave me a water bottle. I was drinking from it, and immediately I'm feeling so much better. And I was like, oh my God. And I'm sitting there and I'm speaking to them a little bit more, and my manager's like telling me stories and stuff, and I'm just like still holding my hand shut, and my hand is stopping to bleed. I remember her telling me that. She was like, your hand is stopping, like it's not bleeding as much anymore. And I was like, okay. Then the woman who had the dog, she's like standing outside the office, and she's like, show me your hand, Megan, show me your hand. And I was just like I was still out of it. I was like, who is that? I didn't say anything though, because I like wasn't really good at speaking. So my manager is like, you need to get out of here, like your dog just bit her, she doesn't feel good right now, we'll speak to you in a second. She was like, we can't, like, you have to get out of here, blah, 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 and like yelling at her. And I was just like, oh my God, it's the lady. And she was like, Megan, please just tell me, are you okay? I don't know how she knew my name, but she was like, are you okay, Megan? And I remember just going, being like, I'm all good. But she would not stop. She was like, just show me your hand. Can somebody show me your hand? Her hand. Is it bad? Is it bad? And I know she was like freaking out because like, I guess she didn't want me to like sue her or anything. But thank God, if that dog wanted to, he could have taken my hand and ripped it off. It was just a warning bite. It was just a quick bite. But the problem was though, is that he gave me a warning bite, but there was no like warning for what. Like I was literally just walking past him. I'm in the office, the lady's yelling at me, my boss is yelling at the lady, telling her to back off. And the lady then was like, okay, she was like, I'm leaving my number. Megan, I just want to let you know before I leave, you were just an innocent bystander. This should have never happened to you. I'm so sorry. Please call me to let me know that you're okay. I don't think anybody ended up calling her. I did not call her. I don't even have her number right now. I don't know if this woman knows if I'm okay or not, but I'm okay. If you ever see this video, hey girl, I'm okay. She ends up leaving. My boss then closes the door and she like locks it so nobody else can come in. And I am just feeling so much better. I was like, oh, thank God, like she's gone. Oh, that was it. When she's like telling me like, you're an innocent bystander, I was like, okay, okay. Like just trying to get her away because I was so like, I felt like I was gonna throw up. So then she left. But, so we closed the door and I'm feeling so much better. And then I was like, okay, I can get off the floor now. I sit in the chair and I feel so much better. Like my hand looked disgusting. It was just like it's just one little like cut, but it was such a deep cut. It was so gross. And then like the back of my hand is just like, I just have a bunch of little like marks. But I am really thankful that it wasn't as bad as it could have been because it could have been really, really freaking bad. So I stood up and I felt a lot better. My hand felt like it was still broken. So I thought that that whole thing was only like 5-10 minutes long. This happened around like 1:45 and when I looked at the clock again, it was 2:18. I was like, when I looked at the clock, I was like, oh my God. So yeah, so in my mind, I thought that it was gonna be that I was gonna be able to go home early because my shift ended at 2. So I thought that it was gonna be like 1:55 and I was gonna be like, see you later. But no, it was 2:18 and I was like, what? So then I ended up going to the doctor and I was so scared that I didn't have my tetanus shot, and I had my tetanus shot that expires in like 8 months. So thank God, because I am not good with shots at all. So if he had to give me a shot, I probably would have fainted again. But thank God my tetanus shot has to be renewed in about 8 months, but he said it should be fine now. Like I should be fine. So that was awesome. He also though said that I can't go to work for a week because it's so deep and it's gonna take a while for it to like close. So I have to wait a little bit. And then he gave me antibiotics because I had a fever, which I think was probably again just because I went into shock. So I had a fever, but I had a fever for like that day and the next day, so I don't know, but I'm fine. So he gave me antibiotics for like to make sure no infection came, and also because I had a fever. Yeah, so I guess I'll keep you updated on my hand. I hope you enjoyed that little story time video. Let me know if you want me to do more story times because I do definitely have stories that are like kind of crazy to tell. But I don't know. I actually had fun filming this too. It was a fun little sit down story time, chilled out video. I hope you like, comment, and subscribe, and definitely tune in next time. I make new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So see you next time. Bye.